Hi.
Okay. Hi. That's cold. Emma, how are you?
I'm good. And you?
Cold. Is it cold for you? I'm curious.
No,
Really?
I'm not cold.
Okay, I was in class today and it was super cold. It was hard to pay attention. Do you prefer cold or warm weather?
Mm, I prefer cold, but I changed it this year. So I like warm weather.
Hmm. Like, I try to tell myself that I prefer cold weather because you can like put on layers, but to like put on layers to get warmer, but it's just I don't like cold right now. It's not very fun. I don't like it. I'm bad with the cold. What am I saying?
Mhm.
Okay. What's that? Oh, that's that. Mm, okay. So we don't have like a particular topic today. So is there anything that you're interested in talking about or no?
Okay.
I'll find something. But is there anything that you're particularly interested in right now?
Mm, I don't know.
Mm, okay. Hold on. Something's beeping outside. Let me go tell my dad. Hold on. Hi. Okay. Okay. All right. Ow. So I'm back. Sorry, the car is like beeping outside, so I had to tell him about it. Can you hear that or no?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah, it's loud.
Mhm.
It's because he needs to. The car battery is low, so it's been beeping, and it's kind of annoying.
Mm.
Abba, okay. So what is there to do? Let me think.
The key.
I don't. So I have to find it somewhere. Okay. So let me find this. What type of shows do you watch again? Do you ever watch like reality TV?
Reality TV?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Like the door, he left it open. Like shows featuring and following around like real people, like cooking shows, for example. Like cooking shows count as reality TV.
Mm. You asked me I watching reality program?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. No.
No.
Nowadays I just watching YouTube
Mm. So like just
vlog.
so YouTubers, right?
Yeah.
Mm. What about reality TV show clips though? Because I don't really read many, or no, what am I saying? I don't really watch a lot of reality TV myself, but I see clips around just because they're so bizarre.
You like reality program?
Not I don't really watch it. It's just they're hard to follow sometimes, like at least American ones, because there's so much fighting going on. So I don't usually watch them.
Mm,
um, so it's just It is a little confusing, but I will watch clips, like funny clips
Mm.
sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
It's because I don't want to sit through like 60 minutes of fighting.
Okay.
It's I mean, mm, though I might not watch a lot of oh okay reality TV, but I do watch a lot of true crime. I will watch crime documentaries.
Crime?
Hmm.
Okay.
It's usually playing like in the background though while I'm doing something.
Mm.
But so I do watch a lot of true crime.
Mm.
Mm, so in terms of like I don't know, like content that you watch on YouTube, do you ever watch like what do you watch YouTube content wise? Do you watch like just common like commentary, like just people discussing topics, or do you watch like
Mm.
senseless sorts of videos?
I watching daily vlog
Mm,
or 뭐라 그래야 돼? Subscribe. Do you know subscribe? I subscribe Japanese YouTuber.
okay.
He's a Korean, but now live in Japan. So he show show the Japanese content.
Ah.
You,
So
what
have you
time
been
you
I
what time you sleep?
yeah, so do you what was I gonna say? Or have you been to Japan then? Or have you ever been interested to visit?
Yeah, I visit in 17 years old.
Okay, 17 years old. So, do you remember where you went?
Hmm.
Do you remember where you went when you visited?
Yeah. What?
Do you remember where you went?
I remember?
Do you remember where you went in Japan?
Yeah. You asked me. I remember the Japan. Yeah,
um,
because 2 years later.
okay. So, I don't know, has watching those vlogs or blogs, vlogs, okay. Has watching those vlogs ever made you like curious of going back or interested in it?
Mm,
Or has it just
sorry.
made you has since you've been watching his blogs of living in Japan, have you ever been interested in kind of visiting again Japan?
Japan.
Have you ever been interested because of the blogs?
Yeah.
So has it also just like in general kind of made you interested in travel again?
I don't know. Um,
Mm,
I I I don't like confused content, so
okay.
I watching video. Not confused.
Let's see. Um, so oh my goodness. So how familiar are you with like just music then? We'll try going down here. So how familiar are you with like just music?
Music?
Yes, music.
What music? I
When it
don't.
comes to music, how often do you listen to music?
Okay. K-pop.
Mm. A classmate of mine recently went to a concert and he came to school like all dressed in his Twice merch because he went to a concert like on Tuesday. He skipped school to go. It actually reminded me of that.
Okay.
But um so how much do you listen to music then?
Mm, mm, I when I have a time.
Just whenever you have time. Do you
Yeah.
not like just casually listen to it while you're working?
Um. When I'm working, I don't listen music.
So it's hard to focus when you're listening to music.
You ask me what I doing in music?
Um, I'm asking if you listen to music when you're focusing or do you not?
Not
So it's distracting for you?
because the just melody is okay.
So just instruments?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. What do you like get distracted by words?
Yeah, words is I focus words. So
You focus too much on the words so you can't do it. That's fair. How have you ever tried listening to foreign music then? Like, or will you still focus too much on the words?
mm,
Or have you just not given it much thought?
I don't know.
Mm, all right. So, what is this? Okay. So, I'm trying to find like a clip to play that we could follow. Arr, arr. So, do you ever watch like analysis videos?
Analysis is what?
Just breakdowns of where people discuss like
Hmm?
something like
Discuss?
yeah, where there's discussion of a
Uh,
topic.
yeah,
Okay.
sometimes.
Okay. So I'm thinking about finding like a design video, but there's just so many. There's so many. Because I remember last time we watched a analysis video and it was a little too fast the way she was speaking, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so we just gotta find something. Let's just the analysis. Right, I think I have one analysis folder. Uh, so would you rather watch something related to movies or music or um, okay. Um, okay, so I'll find a video. So I might play something music related just because it's like, even if you don't understand, at least you'll enjoy the music.
Mm. Me?
So here, let's see. This one has some. How much do you know about jazz?
I like that.
Okay, so I'll find something and see.
Today we listen that.
Mm,
Okay.
okay. So I'm just gonna put on a video about someone like breaking down jazz. but it's
Nowadays
okay,
is what?
like discussing what goes into making jazz. But it's fine if you don't
Mm,
know about like or pay attention too much to it. It's just listen to
okay.
the music. You don't have to know exactly what he's talking about. So, where is it? I don't know which one to play. There's so many. um, because he's going to discuss different things. So this one comes with a little story in the beginning. So I'll play this one. So here, share screen. There you go. Let me see if there's.
Mm, I'm not here.
Oh, whoops. I forgot.
Turismo series, I have to say I've been blown away by the things that I've encountered while playing those games. Some of you may know this, but many of you may not. I am actually a pretty avid sim racer. I love driving in the simulator, in VR, not in VR. It's something I got into within the last couple of years when...
So he's discussing that, like, do you know sim racing games? Like simulation racing games?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I have a teacher that's actually really big into it. And at school, he likes to bring up his very expensive PS5 racing set. And he just has it sitting in his corner collecting dust because not even a single racing game's out on PS5 yet.
And a good friend of mine, Misha Mansour, convinced me I had to drop way too much money on gear and build myself a rig. And while most of the time I find myself on PC playing games like Assetto Corsa, ACC, Race Room, BeamNG, all those fun things, prior to building myself such an elaborate setup, I spend quite a bit of time on the controller playing the PS4, playing GT Sport. GT Sport, of course, is the 7th game that the franchise has released since its inception in 1997. And it has been so popular that it is even an FIA-sanctioned series that you can compete in. And the work that goes into these simulators to make them as realistic as possible is so incredible that oftentimes being competitive in an esports scenario can actually give players an opportunity to get into a cars in the real world and transfer it to the racetrack. It's happened a number of times now, and it's even become a pathway for people to try to break into motorsport. And
so apparently people get so into these games that they do manage to get into real racing.
Mm.
So apparently that's super common. And that's kind of cool, actually. To go from racing in video games to like racing in real life with actual cars. That's kind of cool.
Mm.
Also, there's jazz playing in the back. So if you zone out, just listen to that.
Mm.
You just listen to the jazz playing in the background.
About motorsports and racing on this channel is not really something that we do very often, if ever at all. It's typically a completely different vibe from much of the music that we talk about on this channel. But one of the reasons I wanted to talk about it today is because the Gran Turismo franchise is the exception to this rule, and it's an awfully surprising one. I didn't really grow up playing video games very much. I never had a PlayStation. It just wasn't something that I did growing up. When I started playing GT Sport, the first thing that stuck out to me in the menus was, why am I hearing this?
Je ne veux pas travailler, je ne veux pas déjeuner, je veux seulement oublier, et puis je fume. Déjà j'ai connu le parfum de l'amour, un million de roses n'embaumerait pas autant.
I'm in the menus and this song comes on and I'm like, wait, is something wrong? Did I not... What game am I playing? But no, this is just straight up one of the tracks that...
So when you think of racing games, what type of tracks do you usually expect? Like,
Racing game?
because he's very surprised. He finds himself surprised to find like actual jazz written for this game. So when you think of racing tracks, you usually think of like, I don't know, high energy music that kind of gets your adrenaline pumping, right? Like just energy music. But here he's hearing like calm jazz and he's taken aback. He's a little surprised.
That plays.
Does he talk too fast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Noted.
I try.
You're trying. Let me see. Playback.
When you're playing GT Sport, a racing simulator. I was so confused because while this is something that, comes on, and to me, I'm like, oh wow, this is really nice. I like this a lot. It's not exactly something I would expect to hear in a racing simulator. It's so strange to even be breaking this down, but here we are talking about the soundtrack to a racing simulator. But, check it out. It's really nice. We're in the key of F, and very simply, it's just.
Hold on. I have to speed this up again because the music's gonna sound weird.
Not what you'd expect to hear, but really nice nonetheless.
Oh shit.
Je ne veux pas déjeuner, je veux seulement oublier et puis je fume. Je ne suis pas fier de sa vie qui veut me tuer. C'est magnifique être sympa.
Ah, that was cool. So our bridge is minor 4, just 1, and then we go, I think it's a 5-1.
Qui veut me tuer. C'est magnifique être sympathique, mais je ne le connais jamais.
Whoa!
Sympathique, mais je ne le connais.
Is that a G half diminished? To the 5 chord, leading back into.
Je ne veux pas travailler, non, je ne veux pas déjeuner. Je veux seulement oublier, et puis je fume.
Ah! For a racing simulator, this is not exactly the thing that I would expect. But, I thought maybe there's some reason for this. I don't know, maybe it's like a fluke or something. And so I did my race, probably didn't win, and then went back to the menu, and we get this. Not
So
what I'm
there you
expecting
go.
to hear in a racing simulator, but I'll take it. Pleasantly surprised. The Latin Afro-Cuban thing is just like, a lot of times you'll just get 2 chords. I mean, this is all this is. Two chords, 1 5 1 5 1 5 minor key. You know what? And it's amazing stuff to play around with and to be able to improvise over, because you have this solid palette that's just sitting there and it's just asking to be, explore different things, like play the chords, play not the chords, play other things, just kind of mess around with it. And you can just do so much exploration, and it's just some of the most fun music to play on, some of the most fun music to listen to. Try to listen to this stuff without wanting to dance. I mean, without moving, it's like impossible. This particular track has the added like sort of kick drum to kind of give it more of like a dance club kind of feel, which is, it's cool. What fun this stuff is to just play around with. And again, I thought, all right, well, this is interesting. There's unexpected music choices going on here in the menus, but I'm sure it must just be, I don't know if that's, am I in some different mode or something? Like, what's going on? So I go and do my race, lose again, come back and hear this. Okay, what's going on here? Interesting. And then... What? Oh my god. I had to snap myself. I was like, is this happen? Like, is this real? Is this really what the soundtrack is? Come to find out, and I know a lot of you guys know this, if you go back into the history of the franchise, the music has always been a notable part of the Gran Turismo series. And you go back to some of the earlier things, and there's all kinds of stuff in there where you're like, oh wow, this is unexpectedly good for a racing game. Some very in tune listener here points out the lick. Corny synthesizers aside, wow! To have a game series that utilizes music that I don't think you can reasonably say you'd expect in a racing simulator, it's just super cool. I mean, when you open up ACC, it sounds like this. That's way more along the lines of what I would expect to hear. I mean, Project Cars, same kind of deal. Check it out. Great music, but way more along the lines of what I expect to hear if I'm playing a racing game. All this to say, the Gran Turismo series has some incredible music, and I just think it adds to the charm of the series. It adds to what makes it so great, in addition to it being an incredible simulator. If you've never played GT Sport and you like racing games of any kind, get yourself a wheel and pedals and play, because it's great. And it's one of the best, most organized online racing environments. I would say it's GT Sport is it the biggest? iRacing is up there. iRacing is another huge one. GT Sport might be bigger. And then, ACC is another big one as well. But like, in terms of organized online competition, they're fantastic games. So if you've never tried it and you want to, definitely check it out. If for nothing else than to check out the incredible music that has been a part of the GT franchise since its inception, which is incredibly impressive and so cool to see. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite tracks from any of the Gran Turismo games are. Do you like some of the earlier stuff? Is the GT Sport soundtrack kind of more your game? I'm curious what your favorites are, so let me know in those comments down below. So for about the past 4 weeks, we've been busy
now that's an
moving and
ad.
building.
So you basically, it's just about well, it's not music that you'd expect, but he appreciates the amount of effort that goes into it. From like, because he played the tracks from other racing games after, and you could definitely hear the difference, right? Like just like huge dramatic like da da versus that incredibly thought out, like just the jazz licks, something like that. For fun, I can just play like a performance, or is it was it easier to follow like along when I slowed it down? I know that it's a little hard to follow sometimes when he talks about like specific when he talks about specific jazz like terms, like music terms, but it's fine because you can just listen to the music instead.
Okay.
Something like that. Like, I think he has a couple covers. So have you ever had so have you ever been interested in listening to like instrumentals? Like instrumental, like just tracks of people playing instruments. Do you ever find yourself listening to those or no?
I found.
Like, will you like let them play in the background while you're working? So you did say that you listen to a bit of jazz. So you find yourself listening to jazz sometimes? Like the style isn't unfamiliar to you?
I like. Do you know bossa nova?
Bossa nova. Okay.
Yeah, bossa nova. I like.
What's in here? Okay. So you like a lot of that like very calm style of music? Oh, he's singing? I didn't even know. But so usually listen to very calming style.
Calming style?
Like when the music is kind of slow or like chill, relaxed. Like bossa nova's relaxed, right?
Yeah, bossa nova relaxed, but I like that calming style. Sorry, but stop, please. I like many style songs.
So just whatever you feel like playing at that moment.
Yeah, but I don't like rock.
So not rock. It's too. You don't know what's happening.
Noisy.
Too noisy. So it's too noisy, but you listen to like anything else, basically. So super super high energy music, like pop music, and as well as like bossa nova, like the calm bossa nova music. Okay. Okay, so what is this? No, don't do that. see. And at 10, realistic are these things. So let's see if we could find. So I want to find like a topic that we'll be able to like run through on YouTube for analysis videos.
Mm-hmm.
So what else? Is there anything else that you're interested in possibly?
Topic.
Hmm?
Topic.
Topic.
Mm,
Like what are you interested in learning more about?
I
We can always do
check my YouTube. I like travel vlog.
So traveling vlogs.
Because nowadays we can't travel, so
Oh, so you've been like wanting to get out more.
yeah, so I watch it traveler video.
Yeah, let me see. See, hopefully we could find someone. Okay, so this one shouldn't be too difficult since she's just doing a tour. Like this person that has been living in a van as she travels around the world. So I'll do this. She's just gonna introduce like the insides of her van, which should be decently, you should be able to follow, because she's gonna be explaining like just this is where I sleep, this is my pet, you know, stuff like that. So let me see. Are there subs? I hope there are.
Fan tour is what? Fan is what?
It's a vehicle like this because she's been traveling around. So she's been traveling around. So she's been staying in a van as she travels around the world.
Okay, I understand.
So this is a van.
Snake?
She has a pet snake.
Wow.
So this is the inside. Because she has been living in it for a while she travels around. I mean, you can fit a bed in there. That's big enough.
What's toilet?
The toilet right there.
Hello, I'm Janelle and I live in
Okay.
my pets.
Are you scared of pet snakes?
Wow.
Are you scared of snakes?
Yeah, I don't like. Oh, white snake.
It's named Alfredo. Have you ever had like Alfredo before?
No.
It's pasta.
Wow.
Alfredo. That's why it's named Alfredo, because it looks like pasta.
Yeah.
5 GMC Vendura Explorer Limited. But
zooming in on your favorite
I
animal.
just want to say welcome to the first frickin' video on my YouTube channel. This video is long overdue. I've been living in this van for almost 2 years now.
You're just looking at the snake.
Boy, but I
Snake is not bite.
home with you guys.
Well, it's not biting her.
Okay.
Back, relax, grab a snack, and enjoy.
It has not poison.
I don't think it's poisonous.
A lot of cars are driving by. It's windy. We're right next to the ocean. So I apologize ahead of time for the audio. I think I accidentally flashed a biker gang and I don't know how I feel about it. So we're just gonna... It's a bug!
So she's scared of bugs, but good at snakes.
Oh,
right there.
Winnie is what?
It's like calling herself weak.
But
she has a snake, so.
Okay, so this is my door. It's green.
So this is the van before and after. So she did a lot of customization. So like, you could tell like the paint was chipping, and then
And the van's
She just
blue,
completely
and
revamped.
that's
Wait, did the windows
Mm.
change?
it's green,
Okay, no.
and the van's blue.
Just
And
cleaned it
that's
a lot.
because I was
Mm.
too cheap to get the door jambs repainted. Alongside the window, I have these Velcro dots that I used to.
We can skip this portion. Because she's just talking about the car itself. I don't know much about cars.
Wood
Mm.
engraved details that I love so much. It's what makes it limited, even though I've seen like 10 of these vans already. So I'm not that special. This is where my bet goes because I'm the only person who drives this van. Okay, so the van has front and rear AC and heat, which has been a lifesaver. And I also have an environmental air system, which is basically just an air purifier in the back by my bed. In the center here, I have my FM transmitter, and I love this thing so much. Plugged into it, I have a dual iPhone charger in case anyone wants to road trip with me. And right here, I just have some reading glasses, another set of reading glasses, and a third set of reading glasses. These slots, I believe, were originally for cassette tapes because there's a cassette player in the back, but no one uses that anymore. So I put my hair pick, kazoo, and my favorite sunglasses. I had to go out of my way to purchase this mug so that I would have something that fits in here. And I just have a planter on this side with a cactus that hurts. Okay, so up here I have the remote to my string lights, this little compartment for sunglasses, and then these switches that are for a whole bunch of miscellaneous things, but this one is for the sunroof, and I use this one, and these two for the lights in the back that run off the car battery. And in this compartment, I just have a whole bunch of
Sunglasses.
Oh.
And in that last compartment, I have an Android charger, and that is because all kinds of people are welcome in this household. And I put this little heart patch here next to the mirror so that I can remind myself to love myself, even on the days where I'm looking a little rough and it's apparent that I live out of my car. So on the passenger side, I have a tire pressure gauge and some maple syrup. In the passenger seat, I have Boba the bear. He allows me to drive in the carpool lane, and he also wears the coats that don't fit in my closet. Down here, I have my glove compartment and my rollerblades. These things are so sentimental to me because prior to purchasing the van, these were my ride. And real quickly, I just wanted to show off my sexy sewing skills. I mean, come on, bro. That is professional. So I think I've covered more than enough up front. It's time to head on over to the back, which is the bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, living room. Before we jump into it, I just wanted to insert a quick clip of what the van looked like before I completely demolished it. This is the only video I have of the van in its original state, so bear with me. I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what I was dealing with when I was converting the van.
So this is it initially. It's a bit quick. Okay, so it's just very van.
I just wanted to I just wanted to bask in my own glory for a moment and say that I single-handedly removed both those captain chairs in the sofa bed in an AutoZone parking lot with nothing but my sheer strength and a wrench. And it only took me a week and a concussion later to finally get them out. Converting the van was like easy peasy, but that was freaking hell, dude. Okay, enough bragging. Let's get into the van. These are my front doors, I guess. On each window, I have some poster board. Of course, I have a world map because you're not really a van lifer unless you have a world map somewhere in your van. And then on this side, I have my body goals for this summer. I'm trying to be thick with 2 C's. And then here I have some cute embroidery work on both doors, and clearly I have a first aid kit. And here I have some reusable shopping bags because look at the ocean. It's beautiful and we need to not freaking ruin it. And here I just have a hammock and I will demonstrate for you how I set it up right now. Okay, so basically I just attached this carabiner to this leather strap, and it's kind of risque. I mean, I only weigh 100 pounds, but still, you know. And on this side, I have this rope that extends the hammock because this is a child-sized hammock. And I just loop it through this thing, which was originally for the seat belts, and it's bolted like into the van, so this is pretty sturdy. This is just like a knot that you use to tie your shoe. I feel like a baby being swaddled. This is great. This reminds me of when I first moved into the van, because I moved into the van prior to finishing my conversion. So for the first like 4 months, I was sleeping in a hammock. I also 10 out of 10 recommend getting a hammock in the summer because it's significantly cooler to sleep in than like a pink fluffy bed. So get yourself a hammock.
Have you ever slept in a hammock?
Hmm?
Have you ever slept in a hammock?
Yeah.
Are they comfortable to you?
I'm not slept. I just lie on hammock.
Do you think you could sleep in one? Do you think you could sleep in a hammock?
I don't know.
Tour where we left off. Oh my god.
So there's flooring in here.
I don't know if you were able to see in the first clip that the van was completely carpeted, and I ripped all of that out and laid 3 different types of insulations because I didn't know which one to
He is
use.
traveler YouTuber.
Great stuff,
Mhm.
foam spray, a
He
layer of
traveler forward just alone.
I think it's mainly alone.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it's building her van.
She looks like unique. Oh, what's baby?
Huh?
She married.
I don't know. She's like young, I believe.
Okay.
So it's just about living in a van. Oh, a Japanese RV tour before and after. Oh, she does a lot of remodeling and she shows people how to remodel them.
Looks like home.
I know that her Instagram is filled with photos though. So there's a lot of van pictures and travel stuff. Like concerts. Oh, well, okay. I'll log in later. I'm too late. I forgot my login. I forgot. I'm bad with passwords. So I kind of Let's just skip ahead to like the interior. Oh, that's where she keeps her snake. That's the most important, obviously.
This thing was expensive. I just have a Pendleton towel.
Okay. So I want to see the kitchen area. How does that work?
Terrarium for Alfredo.
Okay, there's a snake aquarium.
I got Alfredo kind of on a whim, and I was due for a sink upgrade anyway, so I decided to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and build it in unison.
Okay, so she built everything herself. You could kind of tell.
This is
Okay.
approximately the same size as a 20-gallon terrarium. I custom cut these glass sliding doors. It only took me 6 times to finally get it right.
So
but
she
I
cut this
just
herself. So
put
she made a
this
lot of
eraser
mistakes, she
wedge
said.
right here
Like the
to
glass.
keep it closed.
Okay.
And if
This
we slide
pig
this
is
open,
pink.
you can find Alfredo
This pig.
Um,
pig요?
Wait, what?
This white pig
hmm
is what?
It's where the snake is.
Snake?
The snake.
No snake, no snake. This
This is the,
white
that's
pig,
where
white pig. Not snake. The snake is here.
yeah, the snake is here.
No, 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 no. Not.
Huh? Let me put the second one on.
Oh god. White pig.
Huh? You can type it if you want in chat.
Not snake.
Pig?
Yeah. Glass. You speak glass.
Oh,
You can't see?
the snake?
No
It's right here.
snake.
It's right here.
No.
The pig?
Yeah. A pig. This.
Here?
White pig. No, Pikachu no.
There.
Here?
Here?
Yeah. Well, I have it.
I have one too. It's pink though.
You.
I was so confused. So a piggy bank.
Yeah.
closed.
Okay.
Is warm side
The
hide.
snake's not that
So
bad. It's just
underneath
sleeping.
that
Mhm.
hide,
Yeah.
there's
Have you touched a
heating
snake before?
pad that is
No.
No?
Yeah, no.
No? You sure? You don't want to ever touch one?
Snake?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to touch.
They're it's weird to touch them. Their scales feel so weird, yet they're really warm.
Oh.
Like they're incredibly warm. They're not very cold. It's so weird. Like my cousin
Mhm.
used to catch snakes and keep them as
It's
pets.
dangerous.
He lives in Florida.
Oh.
So he goes out and he collects his own pet snakes.
Mm. Okay.
Florida man. I don't know.
connected to this thermostat, and that is connected to
It looks like a
my
snake.
battery.
Mm.
Underneath all of this, there is a piece of glass that is slightly lifted so that I was able to sneak that heating pad under there so that it wasn't touching the wood directly. This is Alfredo's favorite crystal. He's spiritual, and that's me. It's actually so cute. Alfredo will prop his head like on this picture of me, and
So snakes can be a little cute sometimes.
Mhm. This snake cute.
This snake is because he's nice and small and he doesn't bite.
Color is white.
Yummy. Looks like
but
pasta.
this is
Mhm.
his water hole, and on that side is his cool side hide. And I just have a whole bunch of fake plants in here, and what do you know?
Look at you.
it's me again.
Yeah, okay.
Having Alfredo is such an interesting dynamic because I love him so much, and he's literally incapable of loving me back, which is fine because that's like every boyfriend that I have ever had.
Aray.
So you might have thought that these are tiles, and I did too when I ordered them on Amazon, but they're not. They're stickers. So I decided to just keep them, and I laid some polyurethane over it to waterproof it. It could probably use another coat, but it's been fine for now. And then this is just a bar sink basin, and then I just use this to dry my dishes, even though I never really have dishes because I don't cook. But yeah, that's pretty nifty. And then I have a
Oh,
Valterra
there's your pig.
manual
Yeah.
hand, and this is more
Yeah.
of
I
a
have
novelty
it.
because you might have noticed that. Wait for it. Oh, there you go. You might have noticed that this is very short. I sit down when I'm here. So there's not really room for a gigantic water tank. This 64-ounce hydro flask is what is connected to
That's not a lot of
that
water.
faucet, and I just drilled a hole through the top of the cap and fed a tube through. I only use this to wash my face and brush my teeth, so this actually lasts me a good amount of time. For the majority of my water needs, I just use this 7-gallon water tank, and I fill it up about once or twice a month. It only costs $1 to fill it up with some purified drinking water, and I just grab my mug and fill it up and use it for things that require water because this thing is so annoying. As for gray water,
So you could tell that
I
she built it
decided
herself,
that
but
in
it
this
works.
sink I didn't want to have a gray water tank because the last one was just gross. So I decided to cut a hole through the bottom of the van and just let everything drain outside. And with this comes great responsibility, so I always use biodegradable soaps. Dr. Bronner's is bomb.com. Under here I also have some baby wipes, a spray bottle with some water, a couple washcloths, and this is a lot more sustainable than using a whole bunch of paper towels. And here I have my air purifier, and I love this thing. So I take this out every night. It really helps with the dust and the debris and the pollen that is inevitable when you live in a van. So this has significantly improved.
So this, when she pointed out earlier, this goes directly to the van. This.
Okay.
That's like the water just drains out onto the road.
Air quality in here. The reason I bought it is because I had some body work done and there was paint dust and I just kept getting sick. And 2 days of running this and I just felt so much better. It also has a nightlight at the top. If you're living in such a confined space, you should definitely get an air filter. This doesn't even draw that much power, so it's definitely worth it. Behind my air filter, I just keep my gym bag, and on this side, I have all of my toiletries and random products. And then that is my trash can. And my trash can is so small because one, I don't really accumulate that much waste. And two, having a big trash can is kind of gross. You don't want to be driving around with all your trash. So every time I go get gas, I take out my trash, and that's like once a week. Speaking of gross and gas, I guess, I know many of you guys are curious about where I use the bathroom. And I just want to say that there is very few rules in this van, but there's one, and that is no one is allowed to go number 2 inside the van. That is gross. Just thinking about gross. But yeah, I live in the city for the most part, so I have an abundance of toilets available to me.
Okay.
But in the case of an absolute emergency, I have tucked away behind this, in this compartment here that says headphones.
It's for
An emergency pee
bathrooms.
bottle
Really, in
and
headphones?
an emergency pee bottle for when 16 ounces just doesn't cut it. Using those
It's
bottles
intense. Okay,
is an
well, I'll
absolute
close down now.
Mhm.
But are you now interested in living in a van? But like, would you be interested in staying in a van for like a day?
Yeah.
It seems interesting. It's
Yeah.
new. I kind of like small spaces,
Mm-hmm.
right? Do you like big or small spaces?
Small spaces is what?
Like I don't know, smaller rooms versus like really big areas.
Small room.
Yes. So like it seems like something I could try. I don't think I could live in there indefinitely, like for a long period of time. But for like, I don't know, like a day or two, I wouldn't mind. It seems
Okay.
fun. Well, were you able to follow along or no with the video?
Hmm?
Were you able to follow along with the van video?
Yeah.
Okay. So since she was just like introducing like different parts of the van, I felt like it would be kind of easier to follow
Yeah.
because it's like, this is the bed, this is the hammock, you know, the stuff like that. So maybe I'll see if I can find one of her tour videos and we can like see how that goes. Okay.
Okay.
Well, bye.
Bye.